of ZnCl2. Okay, multiply that and ZnCl2. So if I go to my periodic table and I find this, it's going to be 136.4 grams. So if I crunch this through, that's going to get me my number of moles, which is 0.7331 moles. Okay, because we're trying to find M. Remember, moles over number of kilograms. So we just found moles. Now we need to find kilograms. They gave us 750.0. So I know that the kilograms is going to be 0.7500, because I can do that in my head now because we've done chemistry for a while and math. All right, so let's go ahead and plug those in. M equals 0.7331 moles over 0.7500 kilograms, okay? So if I crunch that through, I am going to end up with 0.9775. Remember, moles over kilograms is just a little m. So this is my number up here. I'm going to plug it in, 775 m. Now I can go ahead and erase this from space, and I'm going to pull my boiling point elevation. It's almost exactly the same. Delta T equals, I'm going to plug in my I is 3. I'm going to plug in my KB is 0.512 Celsius molality. And then I'm going to plug in my molality is 0.9775 molality. My little m's cancel. If I crunch this through and multiply it, I get 1.50 degrees Celsius is the change in temperature. And then I'm going to double check and see, what did they ask? They said, what is the boiling point of a solution made with this many grams of water? So I asked myself, what does water in Celsius boil at? It boils at 100 degrees Celsius. And then the change in temperature was a positive, so it added that. So I'm going to be adding 1.5. So my answer then for what when they asked what is the boiling point is going to be 101.5 degrees Celsius. So that's going to be my boiling point, okay? All right, and I'm just going to go over just a few more things before we're done here for the test. Remember, when we're talking about solubility, we talked about that at the beginning of this module, and they ask you, what is solubility? What does that mean? Well, really, it's just the amount of a solute, like salt, that is dissolved into a solvent, like water. So that's really all solubility is saying, is how much of this can I put into this? How much solute can I put into a solvent? That's what it is. And remember, the same way I was finding I right here, let me erase this really quick. The same way I was finding I, that's how many ions something splits into. And remember, when I've got that in my equation right here, I, KB, M, remember this number, whatever this number is, if it's 1, it's not going to change the rest of it. If this is a 4, that's going to increase the boiling temperature by 4 times, okay? So it should make sense that whatever you have right here for a compound, the more parts it breaks into, the more you're going to be changing that. So if I say you have a solute that's going to raise the liquid's boiling temperature, which one would you pick to raise the liquid's boiling temperature the most? You're going to want to pick the one with the highest amount that of ions that it's broken down into, okay? And I think that might have been everything I was going to tell you. Remember the difference between big M and little m, okay? Big M deals with number of moles, so does this one, okay? Remember, it's moles of solute, okay? That's what dissolves. Now, the difference between these two, this is just review, you need to know this, okay? The difference between these two is first in the unit, okay? This unit is number of liters, this is number of kilograms, so that's the first difference. But remember, this is also different. Instead of being the solution, so the total right here, so part over the total, here it's part over part, solute over solvent, okay? So you might have a question on your test that asks you, what did this person do wrong? Or, you know, how did they describe this to their teacher? Okay, the difference is in these two things. Not only is the unit different, but this is really important. This is just this is what we learned last module. This is just the solute, one of the parts. This is the solution. It's the whole thing when we mix both of them together, okay? This, on the other hand, is the solute divided by the solvent, okay? Not the solution together. So those are the two main differences, okay? If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Otherwise, go ahead and best of luck taking your tests. And for next week, please read Module 12, and then I'll go over the lesson and you can do the on your owns after that. All right?